Chevrolet El Morocco. Created by Canadian businessman and car enthusiast Ruben Allender, the El Morocco was an aftermarket conversion of the Chevrolet Bel Air, designed to mimic the high-end Cadillac Eldorado Biarritz. Allender, a self-made millionaire in the auto parts business, saw an opportunity to give middle-class buyers a taste of Cadillac prestige without the hefty price tag. Using fiberglass and modified trim pieces, his team transformed standard Chevrolets into elegant, hand-built luxury cars with distinctive tail fins, a restyled grille, and Eldorado-style script badging. The El Morocco came in both hardtop and convertible configurations and retained Chevrolet's factory drivetrains, including the 283 V8 engine. Despite its striking appearance, the car was a rarity even in its time, with only a handful produced between 1956 and 1957. Estimates suggest fewer than 30 were built in total. The El Morocco struggled in the market due to its high price compared to standard Chevrolets and the lack of a formal service policy. Today, the El Morocco is an ultra-rare collector's gem, with only a few surviving examples known to exist. Chevrolet Yeoman. The Yeoman made its debut in 1958 as part of Chevrolet's station wagon lineup. It was positioned as the entry-level choice designed for practicality rather than extravagance. Available in both two-door and four-door configurations, the Yeoman catered to families, farmers, and anyone who needed a rugged, no-frills workhorse on wheels. Under the hood, the Yeoman came with various engine options, ranging from the basic Blue Flame 235 inline-six to the more powerful turbo-thrust V8, allowing buyers to balance economy with performance. It was based on the same platform as Chevrolet's full-size sedans such as the Biscayne and shared much of its styling with them. However, 1958 was the only year the Yeoman was offered, as Chevrolet streamlined its wagon lineup in 1959, replacing it with models like the Parkwood and Kingswood. Due to its short production run, the Yeoman is a rare find today, particularly the two-door version, making it a sought-after collectible among classic car enthusiasts. Chevrolet Kingswood. The Kingswood was introduced as Chevrolet's premium full-size station wagon, replacing the Nomad at the top of the brand's wagon lineup. Designed during a period of bold automotive styling, the Kingswood featured the distinctive bat-wing tail fins and wide rear deck that characterized Chevy's 1959 models. Available only as a four-door, nine-passenger wagon, the Kingswood was built for large families or those who needed ample cargo space, with 3 rows of seating and foldable rear seats to maximize utility. By 1960, Chevrolet refined the Kingswood's design, softening the tail fins but maintaining its overall length and spacious interior. The wagon retained its luxurious position in the lineup, offering comfort, style, and utility. Though the Kingswood was discontinued after 1960, it remains a notable model from Chevrolet's late 1950s to early 1960s era, representing a time when station wagons were a popular choice for American families. Corvair 95 Rampside. In the early 1960s, Chevrolet was keen to take on Volkswagen's dominance in the light truck market. Enter the Corvair 95 series, which included 2 forward control pickups, the load side and the ramp side. These trucks were named after their 95-inch wheelbase and featured rear-mounted, air-cooled flat-six engines churning out 80 horsepower. The Corvair 95 trucks were more powerful than their Volkswagen counterparts and offered a payload capacity of up to 3/4 of a ton. Back on the ramp side, this cleverly designed truck addressed a significant issue faced by the load side, cargo bed access. You see, the load side had a raised load floor due to the engine placement, making it cumbersome to load and unload items. But the ramp side had a brilliant solution. Part of the passenger side was hinged at the bottom, effectively creating a ramp to the cargo bay. Imagine it. A built-in ramp right there, not found anywhere else in the industry. Despite its innovative design, the ramp side struggled in the market, largely due to competition from more traditional trucks. Production lasted only until 1964, after which it was discontinued. Chevelle Laguna. Although one of Chevy's most notable cars, the Chevelle struggled to survive amid new emissions and safety regulations, effectively fading from the spotlight within a few years. It continued under various Chevrolet monikers, but By the mid-1970s, the Chevelle's muscle car image had significantly diminished. At the top of the Chevelle lineup was the Laguna, which offered upscale features like wood grain trim, plush carpeting, and all-vinyl upholstery. Its body-colored urethane front end helped integrate the 5 mph safety bumpers, setting it apart from other Chevelles. The standard engine was a 350 V8, delivering just 145 horsepower in 1973, though buyers could opt for a 4-barrel version producing 175 horsepower or the larger 454 V8 with 245 ponies. Initially available as a coupe, sedan, and wagon, by 1974, the Laguna was streamlined to only the Laguna Type S3 Colonnade Coupe, while other body styles shifted to the Malibu trim. Despite its shrinking lineup, the Laguna left a lasting legacy in NASCAR, with Cale Yarborough capturing 2 Winston Cup championships in the S3. However, despite its success, the Laguna was discontinued after just 4 model years. Chevrolet Cosworth Vega. The Cosworth Vega was an ambitious attempt to inject European-style performance into Chevrolet's small car lineup. At a time when American automakers were struggling with emissions regulations and declining horsepower, Chevrolet partnered with the legendary British engineering firm Cosworth to create a high-performance version of the Vega. The heart of the Cosworth Vega was its advanced 2.0-liter DO8C inline-4 engine, featuring an aluminum cylinder head, forged aluminum pistons, and Bendix electronic fuel injection, an unusual feature for the era. Originally intended to produce around 170 horsepower, emissions restrictions forced a detuned version into production, resulting in a more modest 110 horsepower. However, with a 6,500 RPM redline and a 5-speed manual transmission, the Cosworth Vega still delivered an exciting driving experience compared to most economy cars of the time. Beyond its mechanical upgrades, the Cosworth Vega stood out visually with its exclusive black, with gold trim paint scheme, gold painted wheels, and special Cosworth badging. Each car was individually numbered with a dash plaque, making it a collector's piece from the start. Chevrolet initially planned to produce 5,000 units per year, but slow sales due to its high price resulted in only 3,508 being built between 1975 and 1976. Monza Mirage. The Monza Mirage was a rare and eye-catching special edition of Chevrolet's Monza, designed to capture the high-performance, race-inspired aesthetics of the era. Created as a collaboration between Chevrolet and Michigan Auto Techniques, the Mirage was a dealer-installed package that transformed a standard Monza into something far more aggressive and exotic. It featured a striking white paint job with bold red and blue racing stripes, a front air dam, fender flares, and a rear spoiler, styling cues inspired by the IMSA racing series. Unlike other factory muscle cars, the Monza Mirage did not receive any mechanical upgrades beyond what was already available in the Monza lineup. Buyers could choose from Chevrolet's inline-4 V6 or even a 305 cubic inch V8, making it more about style than outright performance. Chevrolet initially planned to produce 5,000 units, but only about 4,097 were built. Today, fewer than 30 of these cars are believed to remain, making them a rare sight and a prized possession for enthusiasts. Lumina Z34 Coupe. The Lumina Z34 was a bold attempt by General Motors to inject performance into its front-wheel drive mid-sized lineup during the early 90s. Designed as a sportier alternative to the standard Lumina, the Z34 was Chevrolet's answer to cars like the Ford Thunderbird Super Coupe and the Dodge Spirit RT. Under the hood, it packed a unique 3.4-liter V6 engine producing 210 horsepower and 215 torque, allowing it to sprint to 60 in just 7.1 seconds. Buyers could choose between a 5-speed Getrag manual transmission or a 4-speed automatic, though the manual version offered a far more engaging driving experience. Despite its promising specs, the Z34 struggled against its competition, mainly due to its weight and front-wheel drive layout, which limited its true performance potential. However, it developed a cult following among GM enthusiasts who appreciated its high-revving engine and distinctive styling.